Number 7 is for Jordan. What has been the most encouraging advice given to you during this time of life? In your own words, what would you say to encourage your peers or other youth during this moment?
I think the thing that really encouraged me the most was I got on Facebook one day and Brother Marlon made a post about like people not using this time to get close to God and read your Bible and all that. And I talked to him about that. It really motivated me. And I guess to my peers and other people, I basically say the same thing. Like, this is an important time. You can't just sit back and do nothing. You have to read the Word and pray and get deeper with God.
Definitely. It makes me think back to the question earlier when we talked about discipline and we talked about having the option to do things or not do things. So being an athlete, how would you apply that same work ethic in sports to your spiritual life?
Well, it's kind of like the mindset. If it's not me, then it's someone else. So like you have to like really work hard at it, and like you can't just sit back and do nothing and be lazy.
So what do you mean when you say if it's not me, it's someone else?
Say like, I guess bring up football. I guess like say you're like a running back or something, and there's another. The backup is just as good as you, or a little better. And you get complacent and think like, okay, I got the starting job, and get lazy. And he works hard in practice, he's gonna replace you.
Yes.
That's good.
So
That's good.
That's really good.
Yeah, that's good motivation, because if anybody is an athlete out there or a musician or whatever it is, talent-wise, specifically talking about talent, there's always a certain amount of positions available for whatever area you're in. And so you have to work to be the best you can be to get that position. And so if you think about that spiritually is no competition. It's not a competition. Our relationship with God, we all have different walks with God. However, think about that. If God is looking for one preacher, why would God choose the preacher that's not studying as opposed to the preacher that is studying? Or if God was looking for one evangelist, or for one singer, or for one prayer warrior, or one righteous person, why would he choose the person who's not doing the things as opposed to the person who is doing the right thing?
Like, to me, it's like, this is really the time when you show God that you are determined to remain faithful to Him. So this is your time to show God, even though I don't have church, even though I don't have Wednesday worship, even though I don't have the regular services that I do, I'm going to show you that I'm still going to remain faithful to you. This is the time when we show that to God.
I think we keep going back to that word discipline. That's kind of like the word of the day of this video, but it's absolutely true and very important. You know, if we'll be disciplined in our study and our prayer, if we'll be disciplined with our time with God, and He'll just try to deepen into the things of God, He'll broaden our horizons, He'll broaden our paths, and give us those promises that we're holding on to.
Definitely.
Be disciplined and be persistent, you know, because many times you are disciplined and then something happens and you change that habit and then you feel bad. But no, just be persistent, keep trying, because eventually you're going to get to that level. You know?
Definitely. That's good advice, because sometimes we get so motivated and excited to do something and we fail at it. And we're like, okay, I'll try it again. And we get so motivated and so excited and we fail at it and we give up.
Yes.
But if we just would have did it that third time, that probably would have been the time that we succeeded at it. So, scripture that always encouraged me was Philippians 4:13. I can do all things through Christ who strengthens me. So, even in this season, you know, that's not always about something that makes you physically tired or spiritually tired. Even if it's just something that you feel like you can't succeed at spiritually, or you always say no to, or say yes to, that you can't say no to, that you always fail at. You can do all things through Christ that strengthens you, no matter what it is. Spiritual, physical, mental, emotional, whatever it is, we can do all things through Christ that strengthens us. So I think that's a good verse to tie in with the word discipline.